I can say with 100% certainty that I forgot a lot of games, and also this list changes to me on like a daily basis, so don't read too deep. Yeah. Number 100 is Wipeout. That's a good game. Diaries of a Spaceport Janitor is the best not game. I don't know why I liked snowboarding games so much growing up. I don't even snowboard, I ski, and I hate skiing games. But I had so many snowboard games, and I played the heck out of those. Rain World you play as a slug cat. Mario Party 2 is actually a horrible experience to play, but I always want to play it until I'm playing it. Did you know that the number you roll is actually predetermined before you roll it? That's fucked up. Hey, don't talk shit. I used to stay up super late with Maya and my sister playing this one. I love this one. This is cooler Gauntlet. You remember Gauntlet? This is cooler Limbo. You remember Limbo? Cat Goes Fishing is about a cat who goes fishing. Super Smash Bros. Brawl was the Smash with the good story and the good stage editor. That's all I'm saying about that game. My dad had this on like the Palm Pilot or whatever it was called when I was young, and I was never very good at it. I only played 2 Twisted Metal games, and I think I didn't like this one as much as 4, but I hear people didn't like 4. This is a faster car game. This is a more chaotic car game. This is a more classic car game. Lisa was really good, and it was almost as fucked up as Spooky's Jumpscare Mansion. Lego Racers is an ancient treasure, similar to Boney M. My cousins and I used to mess around in Halo 3 all night sometimes, the last great couch multiplayer shooter. Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 is just a pleasant time. Hidden in Plain Sight is so good for what it is, please play it. Owen literally always wins at this game. Bet you guys all forgot about Junkbot. Bet you guys all forgot about Powder Game. Amazing story about community. Wonderful presentation of camaraderie. This is not a joke. This is a joke. Okay, this isn't a joke. Rogue Squadron didn't age well, but I fucking love the Beggar's Canyon level. Pokemon
XD.
Transistor is the worst game Supergiant ever made. Enter the Gungeon, I already talked about it. Super Laser Racer has a charm that I can't really justify liking so much. Anyone else play this? This one was pretty fun. This game lets you play as a cat. Okami. Again, one of the most charming games of all time. Ultimate has been my favorite Smash, even though the story mode is wank. When I say Star Wars Battlefront 2, I swear to God you better be thinking about the 2005 version. Pyre is Supergiant's second worst game. Towerfall Ascension might win my top local multiplayer game, but also I haven't been able to play much local multiplayer in about a year, so who knows. Audiosurf has pretty good music, I hear. Halo Reach is like my favorite online console shooter after my Halo 3 days. Prey is kinda spooky. Subnautica is more than kind of spooky. Baba Is You secretly is a brain deletion program. Dakota, I know you stole my fucking Banjo Kazooie game 17 years ago, dude. Jumping into the apocalyptic wasteland setting with Creature in the Well, followed by Fallout New Vegas, followed by Fallout 3. Hydro Thunder Hurricane was a great follow-up to the original arcade version, but it wasn't quite as memorable. Star Fox 64 is the best Star Fox game, probably. Hotline Miami 2, wrong number, is not better than the first one. Spoilers for this video. N+ was one of those games that I literally spent all night playing more than once, and I never did finish it. Jak 2 was a great sequel to Jak and Daxter, but in Jak 3 you could drive in the desert and it was even edgier. There was also Jak 10, which was a racing game, and actually Fire, don't talk shit, but none of them were as good as the first one. Donut County is a good game. A nice, relaxing, chill game. And on the complete polar opposite side of the spectrum, Thumper is also a good game. I'm dropping a handheld Pokemon game, which is how you know we're entering the classic zone, and don't you dare talk shit on Ranger. This game used to be so hard when I was small. Hades is the best feeling roguelike game in existence, not to mention the charm. Portal is a perfect example of a short and sweet masterpiece, and the only thing better than one Portal is two Portal. Hilariously enough, this game is fucking amazing. Remember my joke about Transistor and Pyre being the worst Supergiant games? It doesn't mean shit, this company has never missed once. Ori and the Blind Forest, Ori and the Will of the Wisps, Ori and the Twilight Princess. Celeste, as it turns out, is a pretty good game, with some pretty amazing music. I cannot stress enough how much WarioWare Inc. meant to me. Katamari Damacy is just a good time, and it reminds me of simpler times. Fuck. Nightmare in Dreamland was my first and last Kirby game. It got me through a Saskatchewan road trip. I can't with any confidence say that Pokemon Diamond and Pearl was my favorite Pokemon game, but I played the absolute fuck out of it. Why the hell did all my friends skip Pokemon Black and White? This game is actually like the best one. And then because nobody played Black and White, nobody ended up playing Black and White too. Big mistake. Hotline Miami is a masterpiece. I've 100%ed this game on 3 different systems and I still play it. I really wish the PlayStation controllers weren't what they were so I could play all the Ratchet and Clank games that have come out since the first one, because if they come even close to the level of that first game, I need to play that. Ocarina of Time is the classic of classics, and I think most people would agree on that. What's cooler than getting Zelda 2?
Getting Minish Cap.
Redout is the 3rd best racing game inspired by F-Zero. It's also inspired by Wipeout, which was way back on this list. F-Zero GX is the 2nd best racing game inspired by F-Zero. It's also inspired by F-Zero X, which really should have been on this list too. F-Zero X actually is on this list, and it's the best racing game inspired by F-Zero, which will not be on this list. I straight up will not tell you what number 11 is. Cave Story is like... I've already talked about Cave Story, and it's still as good as hell, you know? Story, music, gameplay is all perfection. Also, like, everything after this is old Nintendo games. Give me a break, I grew up on N64. Let's start with one that isn't so old, like Mystery Dungeon 2. This game is exactly what I always wanted in a Pokemon game. I get to be the Pokemon, and also the story was surprisingly nice. One of the most memorable game experiences of my youth. Pokemon Snap was my first favorite game, and it's still one of the ones I'll pick up and play. I'm so excited for the new one. Please don't ruin this. So you see, I grew up on Pokemon, and FireRed was the first game I owned that was mine to own, and oh my god, I need to play it again. Where's my game? As good as FireRed was, I have to give my top mainline Pokemon game to Emerald. This is the one that I put the most time into, and the one with my favorite map, even the water segment. Majora's Mask, I don't know how they made me like this game so much. It's like a time travel based feel-bad game. The fact that this game turned out to be a masterpiece is a miracle. The only reason Donkey Kong Country isn't one higher on this list is because my friend stole it before I could finish it. Fuck you, this is my list and I can put Pokemon Mystery Dungeon at the number 2 spot if I like. This game has a lot of deep personal meaning to me. It was very formative for me, I think, in what I want in a dungeon crawling adventure game, and it's easily my favorite game just off that. I think the only thing that could top it would be the game that actually made me appreciate video games in general, and how they're made, and how they should feel. Of course, I'm talking about Super Mario 64, or as my 5-year-old self would call it, the one where you can walk around. For a game so formative to me, it wouldn't make sense to put it anywhere else on this list.